Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I have a little bit of a book haul here. I have a couple months worth of Book of the Month Club books. I have some ARCs that were sent to me. I have some birthday gifts. I honestly, personally didn't buy. I maybe bought 3 books in this whole pile, so it's kind of fun. As well as I decided to, after my friend Julie talked me into it, way too many times, to give the Once Upon a Book Club monthly book box just a little gander. I'm not convinced to do it all of the time yet, but I just wanted to see kind of what it was about. And the Once Upon a Book Club monthly box is it's more than just a book coming to your house every month, like Book of the Month. It's like a book experience coming to your house. So you get this entire box worth of goodies. So of course you're gonna get the book for the month, which for this one, and I know they were like behind schedule, so I don't know if this is August's box or September. It might be September's box. So this month the book was The Daughters of Foxcote Manor by Eve Chase. Rita is the nanny to the glamorous Harrington's 2 children. A small town girl raised by her grandmother, she fell in love with the seemingly perfect London family. Then tragedy strikes when the clan reeling Mrs. Harrington, the children, and Rita are all sent to Foxcote Manor for a summer to recuperate far from prying eyes. But when a baby is abandoned just outside the gate, the family takes her in and will never be the same. Within a day, a person will lie dead in the woods and a society scandal explodes. So you get this book, which sounds rather interesting, but you also get these little gifts, and they have page numbers assigned to them. So this one is page 67, this one is page 182, and then page 352. So then as you're reading the book and you get to those pages, there is like a little note at the bottom that tells you, okay, open this specific gift, and it corresponds with what is going on in the book. So I thought that was a really cool thing. My friend Julie's been showing me kind of what she's been getting in the various boxes, and it's kind of fun. So I thought I'd give it a try. I did get a bookmark and a little book plate, and a little letter. It's a super cute little package that it all came in. So I want to read this and kind of see what I think and figure it out from there. Do I need another book coming into my house every single month? No. But we're gonna try it. So that's the Once Upon a Book Club kit. And let me know, can always vlog it and let you know what I think. We could do that. See what happens. Okay, so then it was my birthday last month, and my sister, of course, got me a couple things. We've got the Totally Booked little notebook, because her and I are both absolutely obsessed with notebooks. This says, yeah, she reads. She got me that too. And then gave me The Pull of the Stars by Emma Donoghue, which I did read already, but she put the receipt in here. So we're going to take a trip to Barnes & Noble and see what other books I can find. But it was a fantastic book. Absolutely loved it. So I told her, I said her taste was spot on, because I did like the book. I just already read it. So then I was sent a couple of ARCs. We have The Wedding Date Disaster by Avery Flynn. Again, not my favorite with mass market paperbacks, but this actually sounds really, really fun. This follows Hadley, which I love the name. She has to go home to Nebraska because her sister is getting married. And she ends up making a deal with one of her best friends. That he's gonna man up, he's gonna help her, he's gonna kind of help her get through this. She's not really looking forward to going to this. But instead he kind of gets busy and sends his twin in to replace him and help him out, which she does not get along with him. So I'm sure we both can see where this is gonna go, but it sounds like a fun book. And then they also sent me Follow Me Darkly by Helen Hart. It says, let's see, fans of Sylvia Day and E.L. James have been waiting for a hero like Braden Black. So working for a hotel heiress and social media influencer may not be my dream job, but at least allows me time to do what I really love, take photographs. Pretty good for a wholesome farm girl from Kansas trying to make it in Boston. Life may not be easy working for a diva, but at least I know what to expect. But knowing it's from those two, I can only imagine where that book is going to go. But I did get these sent to me. Thank you so much. And Tango Publishing, I appreciate that. So on the topic of ARCs, I have two other ones that our book club was picked to read through, I think it's the Cookbook Book Club. They actually kind of pair book clubs up with ARCs, and they send you, I think we get like 8 of them to pass around the book club. So we were picked for these 2 books, which I'm not surprised based upon what we've read. And of course they're both set in Paris. So we have The Paris Secret by Natasha Lester. This one actually comes out this month. Actually 3 time periods. We have England, 1939, Paris, 1947, and present day. It says for readers of the Lilac Girls and Tattooists of Auschwitz. So I'm thinking, let's see, how about we read the back? That works. The Penrose sisters couldn't be more different. We have Sky is a daring and brash pilot, and Liberty is the one to defy her at every turn. Even if women aren't allowed in the Royal Air Force, Sky is determined to help the war effort. She's thrilled when it reunites her with her childhood soulmate. She's less than thrilled learned that her soulmate is now engaged to a French woman named Maru, maybe? Then we have Paris 1947. Designer Christian Dior unveils his glamorous first collection for a world weary of war and grief. He names his debut fragrance Miss Dior, in tribute to his beloved sister Catherine, who forged a friendship with Sky and Moreau. So she must have somehow joined forces with Sky. And then present day, fashion conservator Kat Jordan discovers a priceless collection of Dior gowns in her grandmother's vacant cottage. As she delves into the mystery of the origin, Kat begins to doubt everything she thought she knew about her beloved grandmother. That's an interesting perspective, like fashion during this time. I'm intrigued. So then the other book that we were given was The Black Swan of Paris by Karen Robards. I believe this came out, it says June of this year. I'm not totally sure. It might be out, maybe not. So this takes place in Paris 1944, which again, fantastic time. I've been reading a lot of books taking place in that place at that time period. We have Genevieve Dumont, who is a star, but also uses that as a smokescreen. She dazzles the Nazis with her, I think she sings, but also works for the resistance as a spy. Yeah. Until her mother actually gets captured by Nazis, and then she has to team up with her sister. She's basically been given the mission to like silence her mom, because her mom could really reveal a lot of secrets. So does she side with the resistance and potentially assassinate her own mother, or does she try to rescue her? I think that's what the position that she's put in, which sounds very interesting, and I love this cover. So I'm excited to read that one as well. All right, that's all the books that were sent to me. For my Book of the Month Club picks, I picked up The Night Swim by Megan Golden. This is actually, we're going to read this for my book club for October, I believe, which I'm super excited about. It's thriller-ish. I know there's a true crime podcast host that gets wrapped into something. I'm not entirely sure everything that it's about. I don't want to know. You guys know I don't like to know things about thrillers before I go into them, but I'm really excited about it. I've been hearing some good things about that one, so I can't wait for that. The other book I picked up from Book of the Month is Atomic Love by Jenny Fields. So this follows our main character, Rosalind, and this actually takes place in 1950, and she was part of the Manhattan Project that actually developed the nuclear bomb. And obviously we're post that, and she's kind of trying to figure out where her life is now that she's not working on that work anymore. She also happened to fall in love with somebody while she was working in that project, and they had since parted ways. So she's kind of missing that time of her life when she is contacted by the person she fell in love with. His name is Weaver, Thomas Weaver, and kind of comes back into her life. And at the same time, the FBI comes to her and says, you know what? We think Thomas Weaver is selling our secrets and stuff to the Russians, I believe. Yeah, passing nuclear secrets to Russia. We need you to spy on him for us. So, puts her in a bit of a predicament. Does she save what she had worked on in her work and counter this love affair that they had? Who knows? I'm excited to find out. It sounds fantastic. And then the book I picked up in this month in September is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I love me some Frederick Bachman. He has some of the greatest quotes and one-liners and little zingers in books that make you just think, and I love that. So this follows a group of people. So we have I don't know if he's our main character or what he is, but he fails at robbing a bank. He attempts it, it doesn't work, he takes off, and he ends up going into, I don't know if it's like a condo or an apartment building, where there's a group of people, I think there's like 8 of them, who are being shown this open condo or this open apartment, and he ends up taking them all hostage. And in that very stressful situation, these people who kind of are complete strangers with each other start kind of unveiling secrets and because they're thinking this is kind of the end of things. And as things and secrets get revealed, this criminal basically is like, I think I'd rather go outside and deal with the police than really deal with the hostages he has inside. It sounds like it might be a little cheeky, a little funny, a little interesting to see what people do under stress or in stressful situations, but I'm really, really looking forward to that. Huh?
Want the window closed?
No, it's fine. Okay, so I forgot about these books that were sent me. So my really, really amazing friend Becky, who I miss dearly because we work with each other and we haven't been able to see each other in a long time, but she sent me this book, The Lions of Fifth Avenue by Fiona Davis. You know, let's just keep going on my historical fiction kick. So this one takes place in 1913. On the surface, Laura Lyons couldn't ask for more out of her life. Her husband is the superintendent of the New York Public Library, which is why I'm loving this book. Allowing her family to live in an apartment within the grand building. And they are blessed with 2 children, but headstrong, passionate Laura wants more, and when she takes a leap of faith and applies to the Columbia Journalism School, her world is cracked wide open. As her studies take her all over the city, she is drawn to Greenwich Villages, where she discovers Heterodoxy Club, a radical all-female group in which women are encouraged to loudly share their opinions on suffrage, birth control, women's rights. Soon Laura finds herself questioning her traditional role as wife and mother, but then valuable books are stolen back at the library, threatening the home and institution she loves, and she's forced to confront her shifting priorities and may just lose everything in the process. But the fact that this takes place at the New York Public Library, yes please. And then I was very, very surprised to have 2 books sent to me from Book Democracy. I don't know who sent these to me. There was nothing inside, no notes, no anything. If it was you, please let me know because I really want to formally thank you. One of these were The Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I've read and it's fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. Totally on point for my kind of book. And the other one I've never heard of, but I'm really intrigued. So it's called This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. It's told in diary form, or it's a journal basically from a young man who is, what's his title? It says junior doctor. So it says 97-hour weeks, life and death decisions, a constant tsunami of bodily fluids, and the hospital parking meter earns more than you do. Welcome to the life of a junior doctor. So it goes into details of kind of that life, and I'm really interested in it. So definitely on point, whoever sent these to me. I'm really very, very thankful, but please let me know who you are because I want to thank you formally. All right, almost there. So these next 2, I took advantage of someone selling some books that they didn't want anymore on Instagram. So we've got The Book Charmer by Karen Hawkins, literally a cover buy for me, 100%. Fantastic. But it follows Sarah. She's no ordinary bookworm. To her, books have always been more than just objects. They live, they breathe, and sometimes they even speak. When Sarah grows up to become the librarian in her quaint southern town of Dove Pond, North Carolina. Oh, another North Carolina book. I'm telling you guys. Her gift helps place every book in the hands of the perfect reader. Recently, however, the books have been whispering about something out of the ordinary, the arrival of a displaced city girl named Grace. If the books are right, Grace could be the savior that Dove Pond desperately needs. The problem is, Grace wants little to do with the town or its residents, and Sarah is chief among them. So, sounds small town feelish. Feels very fallish, I don't know why. And then I got The Lookalike by Erica Spindler. I don't know much about this because I don't want to. It feels thrillerish to me, but it says, trying to find, let's see. A thrilling psychological drama about a woman who believes she escaped a brutal murder years ago, but does anyone else believe her? We'll find out. And then I only bought 3 books this month. Wasn't this week. So out of all of these are the ones I officially picked up. So we have, this one was recommended by someone at work. I actually bought this for me and my husband to take a look at. It's called True or False by Cindy Otis. It's a CIA analyst's guide to spotting fake news. When I was talking to my friend at work, she just said it was very eye-opening for her to kind of take a look at this and see how the news that we're giving is purposefully kind of spun into what they want us to hear. So I thought that would be intriguing. And then I picked up a couple of other ones, and they're like really huge books. We have The Chestnut Man by Soren Sveistrup. I don't even know, but this is so beautiful. I know, again, another psychological thriller about somebody terrorizing Copenhagen. I don't want to know more. I just want to be scared. Remember, my October goal is always to scare the crap out of myself. So that's going into that TBR. And then another one I picked up, I think this is thanks to Vicky over at, she used to be chapter 32, Vicky's book Nook. I'll leave a link below. But this is Midnight at Chernobyl by Adam Higginbotham, the untold story of the world's greatest nuclear disaster. Again, a little thicker than I was expecting. I might do this like half audio, half read type thing, but definitely am interested in learning more about that story. I haven't had a good like in-depth nonfiction lately, so this one I've grabbed for Nonfiction November. So those do have purpose this year to get read along with all the other ones. Anyways, let me know below in the comments if you picked up any good books lately. Otherwise, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you next time.